enough already, he would truly never forgive us if we took him to Times Square only to be packed like a furry sardine in the middle of 2 million people. Truth be told, as much as I was looking forward to New York City with Leo and getting to watch the ball drop, I was having reservations about that particular aspect. Leo nodded, offering a sigh of his own. Yeah. I replayed countless scenarios of Watson in New York, and not one of them ends up with him being happy. A curve began at the corner of his handsome lips. Well, except for the possibility of all the street vendors having an exceptionally clumsy spell while we're there, and littering the way with hot dogs. He gave me another quick kiss and let me go. Our next trip will be corgi-friendly. Deal. Though the guilt didn't fade, some of the excitement began to sink back in. The last time I'd packed a suitcase was when I moved from Kansas City, Missouri to Estes Park, Colorado. And before that, I couldn't remember the last vacation I'd taken. And this was so much more than a vacation. My first trip with Leo, the one that would initiate what I hoped would be a lifetime of trips together. Leo started to head across the bedroom, then glanced back at my suitcase. I feel bad leaving you to get ready. If you need anything today, give me a call. I'm sure Nadia won't care if I sneak out of the park for a few minutes. It's cold enough with the recent snowstorm, it's not like we'll have that many tourists anyway. It's my own fault. You're already packed and set to go. Watson and I spent most of the time since Christmas shopping with Katie. I waved him on. Besides, chances are I'll take less time packing than you did. Throw in a few blouses and broomstick skirts, a jacket. I shrugged. Then remembered a horrible sentiment my uncle had uttered just days before, and I narrowed my eyes at Leo in a way that probably resembled Watson. You're not planning on surprising me with a fancy 5-star restaurant experience in New York where I have to wear some sequined corseted thing, are you? Corseted? Leo startled. Maybe I'm not familiar with fine dining experiences, but is a corset the new black tie accessory? And, now his eyes narrowed, do you even own a corset? I laughed. To the first question, I have no idea what the new black tie accessory is. And to the second, no, I shuddered. Unless we use the shoestrings from the one pair of tennis shoes I own, no corset. That's what I figured. What made you even think of a... He laughed, a knowing smile forming. I take it Percival offered his fashion advice in way of trip preparation. Of course. I waved him off once more. All right, no more talk of changing plans, corsets, or anything else ridiculous. Have a good shift at work, and I'll see you this evening. Perfect. I'll swing by my apartment, grab some things I forgot to pack, and then pick you up by 6:30. Sounds like a plan. Despite knowing how much I'd miss Watson, anticipation returned, quickly followed by a rush of... something I didn't have a word for, as I stared at the picture Leo Lopez made standing in the doorway. I love you. From his expression, he was caught in the exact same moment as me, which made absolutely no sense and was all the more miraculous for it. I love you. Offering a tender smile, Leo turned and walked out of the room. Refocusing on the suitcase, I finished unzipping it and tossed open the lid. Then I paused, eavesdropping on Leo whispering his adoration and apologies to Watson. Knowing my grumpy corgi as I did, I had no doubt he sat with his back toward one of his favorite humans in the world, his nose in the air, and probably having an internal debate of his own about wanting to whip around and lavish Leo's face with kisses. But I had no doubt his stubborn streak would win out. To my surprise, when Leo crossed the living room and flashed back into view, he had Watson cradled in his arms and was nuzzling Watson's neck as he made ridiculous baby-cooing noises. It seemed I wasn't the only one feeling guilty about leaving Watson, and as this was the last time Leo would see him before we left, he'd apparently decided to make the most of it. For his part, from what little I could see, the consternation never...